And this should be one heck of a matchup. Both Prescott and Bradshaw Mountain come into this contest absolutely on fire. Both teams doing very, very well. Bradshaw Mountain, in fact, 13-2 on the season coming in here. Their only 2 losses have come in tournament games. Bradshaw Mountain also number 3 in the state PowerPoint rankings. Meanwhile, Prescott, they are 10-1 on the season, and they are number 12 in the state PowerPoint rankings. Starting lineups about to be announced here. First, let's do the visiting Prescott Badgers. Starting for them, it's their usual 5. We have Cooper Magnet, Uriah Tannett, Rome Bassett, Jake Hilton, and Zane Gall. Meanwhile, for Bradshaw Mountain, they have Mason Hunt, Caden Reed, Dante Landis, Ben Wilder, and Amari Lawrence. And Bradshaw, they bring to the table probably one of the tallest teams they've had in a long time. You look at the height here for the Bradshaw players. You have Mason Hunt at 6'6", Caden Reed 6'6", Dante Landis 6'6", Ben Wilder 6'5", Amari Lawrence at 6'4". So we will see if Prescott can get around that. But remember, Prescott's got some good height on them too, of course, led by the 6'10" freshman Zane Gall. But he's got some other tall guys around there. You got Micah Bittner at 6'5", Jake Hilton at 6'4". So some really, really tall players going at it in this matchup. As we're almost done with the starting lineup announcements here, we should be getting going with our national anthem pretty soon. Thank you very much for joining us here for tonight's game. As you can tell, it is going to be loud. It is going to be rowdy tonight. It is a packed house here at Bradshaw Mountain High School, as it is now time for the national anthem here at Bradshaw. And national anthem performed here by one of the Bradshaw Mountain students. And we are just about set to go. Prescott, they will be in their road black jerseys. Bradshaw Mountain in the home whites. And Bradshaw Mountain, under the guidance of their new head coach, Kane Atkinson, former head coach at Lee Williams High School. So he, of course, very familiar with the Grand Canyon region before taking up the head coaching position here at Bradshaw Mountain. Prescott, of course, they are coached by Travis Stedman. And both teams coming off of blowout victories. Bradshaw Mountain beating Minga 61-30 last Tuesday. Prescott a 74-44 win over Coconino last Thursday. Tip-off, we're underway, and Prescott has the ball. Rome Bassett over to Cooper Magnet. Magnet gets it over to Uriah Tannett. Now over to Gall. Back to Bassett. Gets that off to Jake Hilton. Hilton bounces that one over to Magnet. Prescott hovering around the arc. Now Uriah Tannett from the far side. Guarded by Ben Wilder. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Gall gets that one off to Hilton. Hilton off the glass. No good, but a nice block there by Mason Hunt. And here come the Bears. Hunt with it. And Hunt using that size to his advantage to deny Hilton that basket. Amari Lawrence with it. Now to Hunt. Hunt turns, shoots, and scores! Mason Hunt for two! And Bradshaw Mountain on the board. 2-zip. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Uriah Tannett with the ball for the Badgers. Gets that over to Rome Bassett on the inside to Gall. Gall under a double team. Takes a shot, and Gall gets fouled going up. And we'll see which Bear gets the foul. That's going to be Amari Lawrence picking up the foul. Zane Gall up to the line for Prescott. First shot by the G-Force, no good. Zane Gall this season averaging just over 15 points per game. Had 21 points versus Coconino last Thursday. Second shot coming up. That one is good. 2-1 now, Badgers down. Bradshaw with the ball. That's Ben Wilder. Wilder setting up the offense as he crosses the half-court line, guarded by Jake Hilton. Hunt. Now over to Dante Landis. To Wilder. Wilder in the paint, taking the shot, and the Wild Man gets the good roll for two. Bradshaw Mountain taking a 4-1 lead here in the first quarter. Uriah Tannett with it for the Badgers. Tannett sets up the offense. Makes his move inside at the baseline. Bounce pass to Hilton for three. No good. Off the rim, but Uriah Tannett gets the rebound. Hands that off to Magnet. And Cooper Magnet putting it in for two. And the Badgers are down by 1, 4-3. 6:05 to go in the first quarter. Wilder with the ball. Over to Lawrence. Lawrence moves inside. Loses the ball. And it's picked up by Gall. And Gall gets it over to Tannett. Tannett moves inside, past Wilder, the jumper, rolls off the rim, no good, rebounded by Bassett, he loses the ball, gets that one out to Magnet, oh, Magnet can't hold on to it as it bounces out of bounds into the Bradshaw Mountain student section with 5:48 to go in the first quarter. 4-3, Bradshaw Mountain on top, Mason Hunt with the ball. Hunt guarded by Tannett, goes over to the far side, gets that over to Wilder. Makes his move on the inside in the paint. Off the glass, no good, and whistle on the play. I think that's going to be a foul against Prescott, and that is going to go against Zane Gall. Up to the line for the Badgers will be Ben Wilder. The Wild Man averaging 7.6 points per game this season. And Wilder gets the good bounce. That puts Bradshaw up 5-3 now. Second shot coming up for the 6'4 senior, Ben Wilder. Misses on that one, but rebounded by Landis. Gets that one off to Lawrence. To Wilder for three! It's good! The Wild Man with the tray! And Bradshaw Mountain out to an early 8-3 lead. 5:15 left to go in the first quarter. Tannett gets it over to Bassett. Now back to Tannett. Tannett moving inside, cut off by Wilder. Gets that one out to Cooper Magnet. He comes inside. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Hilton from the far corner comes inside. Over to Bassett for three. No good. Amari Lawrence gets the rebound, fights off Hilton for the ball. And gets it over to Wilder. Now to Mason Hunt. That pass goes right over the hands of Caden Reed and out of bounds. It will be Prescott possession with 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. 8-3, Bradshaw Mountain on top. Andrew Lyon into the game for Prescott. He inbounds to Uriah Tennett. Bounce over to Gall. Now to Micah Bittner. Tennett moving inside. The jumper. It's good! Tenacious T with his first bucket of the night. And it's 8-5. Prescott down by 3. 4:10 left to go in the first stanza. Amari Lawrence over to Wilder. Caden Reed for 3. No good by Amari Lawrence and rebounded by Andrew Lyon. Now Tennett with the ball, guarded by Ben Wilder. Tennett moves inside, now double teamed. Gets that one over to Hilton. Lyon thought about a 3, bumps into Hunt. Now back to Tennett. Flips that one over to Zane Gall, over to Lyon. Lyon trying to get around Mason Hunt. Now under double team. Bounce pass to Hilton, but traveling called on Lyon. And now it'll be Bradshaw Mountain possession. Amari Lawrence with it. He comes past the half-court line, guarded by Lyon. Lawrence. Oh, nice one-handed grab there by Caden Reed. Reed under the basket. Kicks that one out for 3. Hunt in and out of the basket and rebounded by Uriah Tennett as we get a whistle on the play. Looks like it's going to be Caden Reed picking up the foul. Uriah Tennett standing at 5'9", but pretty good rebounder, averaging just under 6 rebounds per game. 65 total coming into tonight. Hilton with the ball. And the pass knocked away by Lawrence. Now over to Tennett. Tennett moving in through traffic. Taking the jumper off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Dante Lawrence. Looked like he may have got an elbow there. Pass deflected by Tennett, but picked up by Mason Hunt. Dante Lawrence. Stolen by Tennett. Tennett in the paint. Loses the ball. And it's going to roll out of bounds. So an unfortunate break there for Tennett and the Badgers. Bears with the ball. 2:34 remaining in the first quarter. 8-5. Bears on top. Wilder with it. Wilder, little bounce pass, and that one's good. Nice layup there by Caden Reed to make it a 10-5 Bradshaw Mountain lead. Tennett with the ball. Lyon, bounce pass over to Gall. Gall double team. Gets it over to Tennett for 3. It's good! Tenacious T buries the 3. 10-8 our score. And not 100% sure what's going on, but Coach Stedman isn't happy with whatever the referees decided, and he's still kind of jawing with them. Again, no idea what the situation was there, but back to play. Mason Hunt with the ball, guarded by Lyon. Ball gets away and whistle on the play. I think Tennett's going to get dinged for a foul here. He is. First foul of the night for Tennett as Sean Stouter comes into the game for Bradshaw Mountain. Pippi Brown coming into the game for Prescott. $1:50 left to go in the first quarter. 10-8 to score. Bears up. And now whistle on the play as it looked like Pippi Brown was almost trying for a horse collar there on Mason Hunt. So Brown picking up the foul, his first of the night. Non-shooting foul. Lawrence inbounds to Mason Hunt. And that ball stolen by Lyon. And now knocked away by Lawrence and stolen back by the Bears. Loose ball. Hunt has it. In the paint, through traffic, takes the shot. Hunt gets knocked down. And another foul coming against the Badgers. And Uriah Tenet with his second foul of the game. And Tenet pleading his case with the official as Mason Hunt up to the line. And that ball rolls off the rim. Zane Gall back into the game for Prescott. Second shot coming up for Mason Hunt. Hunt, who's averaging 12.7 points per game this season for the Bears. He connects on that one. 11-8 in favor of the Bears. 90 seconds left to go in the first stanza. Bassett gets that one over to Hilton. Now over to Bassett. Top of the arc, hands it off to Gall for three! In and out of the basket, battle for the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Oh, are we going to get a foul here? And I think Pippi Brown picking up his second foul of the game. Brown's only been in for about a minute. Now Ryan Smith going to come into the game to replace Brown. 5 fouls for Prescott, 2 for Bradshaw Mountain. Wilder with the ball. Over to Landis. Landis at the far side. Long pass. As a correction, that was Holguin who passed that ball to Landis. Now Ben Wilder with the ball. Moves inside. There's the jumper. And getting the good bounce is Dante Landis. Bradshaw Mountain now up 13-8. 48 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Badgers keep the ball in bounds. Cooper Magnet in the paint. Bounce pass to Bassett. Now over to Magnet. Magnet comes inside. Cut off by Landis. Gall turns, shoots, and doesn't score. And a charge called against Zane Gall? I do not see how there could have been a charge called there. That's weird. I don't think the Prescott fans are very happy about this. So 13-8 in favor of Bradshaw. 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Tenet with the ball for Prescott, past the half-court line. Tenet setting up the offense. 5 seconds left. Tenet in the paint. The jumper! And Tenet doesn't get the good bounce. Hunt comes up with the rebound. Jump ball called with 0.1 second left on the clock. As Lyon and Bittner back into the game for Prescott. And before Wilder can even throw the ball, horn sounds, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play with our score, Bradshaw Mountain 13 and Prescott 8. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back right after this.
Arizona Seamless Gutters, installing gutters in northern Arizona for over 41 years. When it comes to protecting your home from damage caused by faulty gutters, make the wise choice. Call Arizona Seamless Gutters. Don't waste money on gutters that might not withstand Arizona's harsh weather. Hello friends, this is Travis Stedman, Arizona Seamless Gutters. We have gutters in all price ranges and gutter accessories, including gutter covers. Our custom gutters are better than factory because they're tailor-made for your home. Call 778-1818 for a free estimate. Arizona Seamless Gutters, guaranteed quality since 1981.
And we're back here at Bradshaw Mountain High School. John Rust with you. 13-8 is our score in favor of Bradshaw Mountain as we get ready for the second half of action here between Prescott and Bradshaw. By the way, folks, we do have a score for you in the national championship game. And, well, Pretty one-sided at halftime. Georgia 38, TCU 7. My boss, Jason Zinzaletta, sitting next to me and just kind of had that, oh, geez, kind of look on his face when I mentioned that score. I have a feeling this game might be a lot closer than the national championship. We're underway. Uriah Tenet with the ball for Prescott. Again, Prescott in the black. What now? And you know what I think? I think we had a shot clock issue, and that's why the refs blew the whistle. And again, folks, a lot of people at the scorekeepers table, not just here at Bradshaw, but all over the state, kind of getting used to the whole shot clock thing. And, yeah, it looks like we do have a delay in resetting the shot clock here to start the second quarter. And by the way, folks, the Prescott-Bradshaw Mountain girls basketball game has finished up. That started around 5:30 over at Prescott High School. Bradshaw Mountain winning that one 41-31. Uriah Tenet with it for Prescott as we're finally back to action. Hilton. And whistle on the play, and someone's getting a foul. And scorekeeper's table, Mauricio Holguin getting called for the foul for Bradshaw Mountain. I'll tell you what, already quite a few fouls in this game as Cooper Magnet inbounds to Hilton. Hilton in the paint to Gall. Gall for three! No good, off the rim. Magnet trying to chase the ball down. He does, gets it just before it goes out of bounds and gets it off to Uriah Tenet. Tenet sets up the Prescott offense. Over to Hilton, 13-8. Bears on top. Hilton moving inside, off the glass. It's good! Jake Hilton for two, his first basket of the night. Badgers close the gap, 13-10. Mason Hunt with it for Bradshaw. Holguin from the far side, bounce pass over to Amari Lawrence. Now for three, Hunt, it's good! Mason Hunt drains the three and makes it 16-10 Bradshaw. 6:55 left to go in the second quarter. Tenet feeds it to Gall. Gall has it knocked away by Stouter. Now to Wilder. Wilder moving inside. Wilder loses the ball. Picked up by Zane Gall. Hands it off to Uriah Tenet. Here comes Tenet flying down the court. Now inside. Bounce pass to Bittner, and Bittner off the glass for two. 16-12 our score. Prescott continues to fight back here with 6:24 left to go in the second quarter as timeout called by Coach Kane Atkinson. Well, again, Bradshaw Mountain 13-2 this season. Their only two losses have come in tournament play. One was at the Valley Christian Thanksgiving Tournament. That came at the hands of Highland Prep. The other was in the last week of December at the Cactus Winter Hoops Classic. Bradshaw losing to Cactus Shadows in that one. Meanwhile, Bradshaw Mountain, they have been unbeaten in their PowerPoint games. Prescott, just one loss on the season, and that came at the hands of Deer Valley last month. Timeout over. Both squads back out on the court here at Bradshaw Mountain High School. First of two meetings this season between the two rivals. Mason Hunt with it for the Bears over on the far side. Pass on the inside. Reed, one-handed grab through traffic, takes the shot, and Reed doesn't get the good roll. Amari Lawrence tries to put the ball back. No dice. Out of bounds, and it will still be Bradshaw Mountain possession. Amari Lawrence to take, actually, correction, it's going to be Zane Gall taking it out. To Lawrence in the paint. Kicks that one out to Stouter. Stouter the jumper, off the rim, no good, and rebounded by Prescott. That's Ben Dutson. Uriah to net with it, guarded by the wild man, Ben Wilder. He backs out to Cooper Magnet. Pass over to Gall. Gall, top of the arc. Bounce pass over to Tenet. Tenet in the paint, through traffic, takes the shot. No good. Rebounded by Bradshaw Mountain. Ben Wilder with it. Gets it over to Lawrence. Lawrence near side, guarded by Magnet. Back out to Wilder at the Bear logo. On the inside of Wilder at the baseline. He's that one outside for three. Mason Hunt, it's good! Another tray for Mason Hunt. And we have a Titanic score of 19-12. Bears on top by 7. Zane Gall with it. Feeds it over to Tenet. Tenet double teamed. Pass over to Bittner. Now to Cooper Magnet. Back to Tenet. Coming down to the 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Tenet far side. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Over to Magnet. Now to Bittner. Bittner at the baseline. Denied by Amari Lawrence. A huge block by Lawrence. Man, oh man. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. After that great block by Lawrence. And timeout going to be called by Coach Travis Stedman, a 30-second timeout, with the Badgers down 19-12 in a pretty low-scoring game right now. Again, Prescott, they've had a few games where they've just lit up the scoreboard, but Bradshaw's defense holding up pretty nicely against Prescott. And you see a lot of double teams here on Uriah Tenet. Tenet, of course, one of the top scorers in the state. Tenet averaging just under 26 points per game this season. In fact, he is 10th in the entire state in points per game, and that's for all conferences. Rome Bassett, the Emperor, gets that out to Tenet. Tenet for three, comes up short, rebounded by the Bears, Caden Reed. Now to Wilder. Wilder gets that one out to Hunt for three. He connects! Mason Hunt, unstoppable from beyond the arc. His third tray of the night. And it's 22-12 in favor of the Bears. Dutson over to Tenet. Now Gall through traffic, takes the running shot off the glass. No good. Prescott kind of struggling with their shots right now as Dante Landis has it. Gets that one over to Amari Lawrence. Lawrence setting up the offense for the Bears with 4:05 left to go in the second quarter. Lawrence trying to get around the defender. Kicks that one out to Landis. Now Hunt on the inside. Knocked away by Rome Bassett. Nice defensive effort there by Bassett. Actually, one of the top swimmers here at Prescott High School. Mason Hunt inbound for the Bears with 3:52 remaining in quarter number 2. Lob over to Reed, now to Hunt. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Hunt's got to do something in a hurry. Takes the off-balance shot, skips off the rim, no good, but rebounded by Caden Reed. And a whistle on the play. Oh, man. And Uriah Tenet just picked up his third foul of the night. And it looks like it's going to be Bradshaw shooting 1-1. And still waiting to see who's going to take the shot. Actually, it's going to be Caden Reed. Reed already with 2 points tonight. Reed averaging 5.3 points per game this season for the Bears. First shot by Reed. Misses. And loose ball and another whistle. Mason Hunt, he gets the foul for Bradshaw Mountain. Cooper Magnet with the ball. First foul for Hunt. Again, Uriah Tenet with 3 fouls. And for Prescott, definitely not the guy you want in foul trouble. For 3, Bassett, it's good! The Emperor, Rome Bassett, buries the tray to make it 22-15, Badgers trail. Now Hunt off balance shot, no good. And another foul called against Prescott. Oh man, Coach Stedman is not happy at all. Pacing back and forth around the bench. And that is the 3rd foul for Zane Gall. So Prescott's 2 top scorers are in foul trouble. And that shot is also good for Mason Hunt. Rome Bassett with it. Now gets that one over to Hilton. Hilton moves inside, loses the ball out of bounds. Possession still stays with Prescott with under 3 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Over to Bittner, guarded by Caden Reed. For 3, Hilton, it's good! Jake Hilton! As the Badgers try to play catch-up here to the Bears, 24-17 the score. Mason Hunt with it on the far side for the Bears. Hunt in the paint, gets that one off to Holguin for 3, it's good! Mauricio Holguin hitting the tray! And it's a 10-point lead for Bradshaw, 27-17. 3-point attempt by Prescott, no good. Ball loose, still loose. Amari Lawrence has it. One guy to beat. Oh, denied by Cooper Magnet. Great defensive effort there by Magnet. 2:09 remaining in the first half. As Coach Stedman screaming for a timeout. So a full timeout here for Prescott, and Coach Stedman also having a couple words there with one of the officials. And again, this is definitely not a situation that Coach Stedman can be happy with, and I don't think a lot of people can be happy with. Here you have the 2 rivals. Here you have probably the 2 best teams in the Grand Canyon region. Also 2 of the top teams in the entire 4A conference. Coming into tonight, Bradshaw number 3 in power points, Prescott number 12 in power points. And right now, for Prescott, you've got 2 of their top players, Zane Gall and Uriah Tenet, in foul trouble, each with 3 fouls apiece. And this is not what you want with a rivalry game, and not with a game that could have a huge impact on the Grand Canyon Region Championship, as you have 2 top players who are going to be sitting down for quite a while in this game. And a game like this, you want all the big horses out there. One of those games where you just kind of feel like, let's just let them play. Prescott inbound on the inside to Bittner. Hilton trying to get around Amari Lawrence at the top of the arc. $1:55 to go in the first half. 27-17 Bradshaw. For 3, no good by Magnet. And Smith gets the rebound. Oh, and Smith tried to get that around the defense to Bittner, but it goes out of bounds near the cheerleaders for Bradshaw. So it will be Bear possession. Amari Lawrence to inbound. And Lawrence looking for his first points of the night. Now Mason Hunt with it, past the half-court line, guarded by Bassett. And stolen by Prescott. Rome Bassett in the paint, off the glass, no good. Oh, Hilton tried to put the ball back and couldn't do it. Now Lawrence loses it. And Caden Reed picks it up. And Reed putting an elbow, and I believe that was Micah Bittner, and Reed going to get dinged for the foul. So charge against Reed. Second foul called against Caden Reed. As the Prescott crowd screams, "You can't do that." Rome Bassett to inbound for Prescott. 13 fouls called in this first half. Bittner over to Bassett. Now Hilton through a double team, loses the ball, and it's stolen away by Dante Landis. And loose ball and jump ball as Cooper Magnet put up some good defense there. Magnet might be one of the more unsung heroes on this Prescott team, a sophomore. So it will be Ben Wilder to inbound for Bradshaw. Gets it to Hunt, guarded by Magnet, now over to Wilder. Wilder in the paint. Now to Landis for three, no good. Badgers get the ball. Cooper Magnet from the far side makes his move, dishes that one off to Rome Bassett. Final 50 seconds of the half. Hilton pass on the inside to Bittner. Bittner off the glass, no good! And Bradshaw Mountain gets the ball. Stouter over to Wilder, past the half-court line. Pass to Lawrence for three. It's good! Amare Lawrence for three, and it's a 30-17 lead for Bradshaw. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Jake Hilton has it for Prescott. Trying to get around Lawrence. Through a double team, off-balance shot, no good. Rebounded by Lawrence. Lawrence gives a little push to Hilton. Play continues. For three, Hunt. No good. Rebounded by Landis. He puts it up, no good. Badgers get the ball. It's Magnet. And they're trying for almost a half-court shot, denied by Amari Lawrence. And that will do it for the first half of action for tonight's game. Our score, Bradshaw Mountain 30 and Prescott 17. Time coming to a close here at Bradshaw Mountain High School. John Russ with you here, giving you the play-by-play for the first of two between these sides. January 26th will be the next meeting between Prescott and Bradshaw Mountain. That will be over at Prescott High School. Now Uriah Tennette, Zane Gall, they are out on the floor to start off the third quarter. Zane Gall, just 1 point tonight for him. And Gall is a guy who is averaging 15.2 points per game this season. So Bradshaw Mountain's done a good job shutting down the big guy. Underway with the third quarter. Rome Bassett has the ball for Prescott. Badgers moving left to right across your radio dial and screen. Tennette in the paint, taking the running shot. No good. Oh, gets it into Gall. Gall tried to put it in, but it looks like Zane Gall got fouled going up, and that will be against Dante Landis. Gall up to the free throw line where he is 1 for 2 tonight. First shot by Gall, and that one is good. Zane Gall, also a member of the Prescott boys volleyball team. In fact, he was an all-region selection last season in boys volleyball. Gall good on that one. 3 for 4 from the stripe is the G-Force. 30-19, Prescott trails by 11. Amari Lawrence with the ball for Bradshaw. Coming down the far side, guarded by Tennette. And that ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Prescott possession. Good defense there by Tenacious T. Tennett gets the inbound from Bassett. Guarded by Wilder. Tennett gets that one over to Hilton. Now back to Tennett near the top of the arc. Inside to Gall. Gall through traffic. Takes the jumper off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Caden Reed. Whistle on the play. And it looks like that call is going to go against Bradshaw Mountain. Caden Reed picks up his third foul tonight. Non-shooting foul. The Emperor, Rome Bassett, to inbound. 7:20 remaining in the third stanza, 30-19. Bears on top. Pass to Tennett, intercepted by Wilder. Now over to Reed. Oh, travel called against Reed. Oh, now the whistle going against Bradshaw here to kick off the third quarter. I don't think that makes Coach Kane Atkinson too happy. Tennett gets the inbound, crosses the half-court line for Prescott, back to Bassett. Inside the Gall, flips that one over to Bassett. And I think we have a foul away from the play. And that is against Zane Gall, and that's his fourth foul of the evening. So Gall will come out, and he'll be replaced by Micah Bittner. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, 30-19. Bradshaw on top, Ben Wilder with the ball. Wilder at the baseline. Kicks that one out to Hunt for three. Skips off the rim, no good, and out of bounds amongst the Bradshaw cheerleaders. Mason Hunt, who's connected on 3 trays this season, and the ball will still be in Bradshaw possession. Over to Dante Landis off the glass, and it's good for 2 for Dante Landis. He's got 4 points tonight, and it's 32-19 Bradshaw. Uriah Tennett with it for Prescott. Moves inside, guarded by Wilder. Fadeaway jumper, it's good! Tenacious T! 32-21. Prescott really needing to go to the supermarket and go to the condiment section and get themselves some ketchup. Caden Reed, pass over to Lawrence for 3! Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Uriah Tennett. Tennett moves inside through traffic. And denied by Caden Reed, and Tennett takes a hard spill to the floor. And it looks like Caden Reed going to pick up his 4th foul of the evening. And Uriah Tennett will go up to the free throw line. Uriah Tennett with 7 points tonight for Prescott. Uriah Tennett with 8 points as he connects on that free throw. Sean Stouter coming in to replace Caden Reed. Again, Reed, 4 fouls tonight. Each team has a player with 4 fouls. Caden Reed for Bradshaw. Zane Gall for Prescott as Uriah Tennett makes good on that free throw. 32-23, Prescott trailing. And it looks like we get a full timeout for Bradshaw Mountain as Coach Atkinson will try to regroup his guys. Well, hey, folks, what gets me hacked off about the world of sports and pop culture? Find out on my podcast, Rust Rants. New episodes air every Tuesday through Friday on KYCA's YouTube and Rumble pages. 32-23. Bradshaw Mountain on top. Prescott trying to chip away at this Bradshaw lead. And again, you are listening to Prescott and Bradshaw Mountain basketball here on the news. 1490 AM, 103.5 FM, KYCA, Prescott, Arizona, USA. Translator K278CN, Prescott. Time is 8 o'clock. Also earlier tonight over at Prescott High School, the Bradshaw Mountain girls defeated Prescott 41-31. Ellie Bennett with 19 points for the Lady Bears. In fact, I think I saw Ellie Bennett walking through here a little earlier. Also in the crowd tonight, a couple former Bradshaw Mountain basketball players, Josue Luna and Carter John, both now with Yavapai College men's basketball. They're going to be over in the Storm Center Wednesday evening. Bears with the ball. Amari Lawrence trying to get around Bittner. Hands that one off to Landis, and Landis puts it through and gets fouled going up. Micah Bittner gets called for the foul. Dante Landis up to the line for the three-point play. Landis with 6 points tonight. Landis, who's been fighting the injury bug his entire high school career, finally healthy this season, making a lot of good contributions for the Bears as he misses on that free throw attempt. Tennett with the ball for the Badgers. 5:30 to go. Tennett for three. It's good! Tenacious T nailing the three. 34-26. Badgers trail. "12 points tonight for Uriah Tennett, as Amari Lawrence will inbound for the Bears. Lawrence averaging just under 11 points per game this season for Bradshaw. Mason Hunt with the ball, guarded by Andrew Lyon in the paint, taking the running shot and doesn't get the good bounce, but Hunt gets his rebound. Makes a shot through traffic, and this time Hunt puts it through. Second time a charm for Mason Hunt. Tennett for three again, no good. Rebounded by Amari Lawrence. Lawrence falls to the ground. Lyon falls to the ground. In the words of Sponge, it's a world of human wreckage out there. Andrew Lyon picks up the foul for Prescott. 36-26, Badgers down by 10. 5:02 left to go in the third quarter. Mason Hunt with it. On the inside of Lawrence. Lawrence turns, he shoots. He doesn't score, and the Badgers get the rebound. Andrew Lyon gets that one over to Uriah Tennett. Over to Micah Bittner, now to Bassett. Pippi Brown with it. Uriah Tennett at the baseline, through traffic, trying to get around the defense. Whistle on the play, and it looks like the call will go against Bradshaw. Amari Lawrence picks up the foul for the Bears. Second foul tonight on Lawrence, who has 3 points. Andrew Lyon to inbound for Prescott. Lyon. Now Tennett has it on the far corner. Tennett into the paint. Has the ball knocked out of his hands by Mason Hunt. Rolls out of bounds near the scorekeeper's table. It will still be Prescott possession with 4:21 left to go in the third quarter. 36-26. Bradshaw Mountain on top. Lyon to inbound. Tennett toward the baseline. Double team. Gets it over to Hilton. Hilton almost loses it. Now back to Tennett. Tennett trying to get around Lawrence. 10 seconds left of the shot clock. Hilton has it, top of the arc. Guarded by Hunt. To Tennett. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Tennett with the jumper off the rim. No good. Rebounded by number 14, Dante Landis. Holguin with it for Bradshaw. Passes the half-court line. Gives a little shove to Lyon. Play continues. Now to Hunt. 3:40 to go in the third stanza. Holguin for three. Skips off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Uriah Tennett. Tennett sets up the offense for Prescott. Over to Pippi Brown. Pass on the inside to Bittner. Back out to Tennett. Tennett moving inside through traffic, taking the shot. Denied by Lawrence as the ball goes out of bounds and bounces off the big American flag behind the backboard. Actually looks like it hit off a Badger, so Bradshaw possession. Stouter with it. Now loose ball. Still loose. Who's going to get it? Jake Hilton trying to get it. And it's a drilling pool moment as the bodies hit the floor, but Bradshaw comes up with it. Mason Hunt has it. Hunt to the glass, and it's good by Mason Hunt. Well, after all that confusion, Hunt gets it for two, and it's 38-26 Bradshaw. Tennett, near corner, gets a pass to Hilton for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Lawrence. Whistle on the play. And it looks like Pippi Brown gets called for the foul for Prescott, and that should be, that is Pippi Brown's third foul of the evening. Mason Hunt with it down the far side for Bradshaw. Loses the ball. Flips that one over to Stouter. Landis. Gives it over to Wilder. The Wild Man racing into the paint. Tried to get that one over to Sean Stouter. Loses control of it. Ball goes out of bounds into the Bradshaw cheerleaders. And Micah Bittner will inbound for Prescott with 2:24 left to go in the third quarter. 38-26. Bradshaw Mountain leads. Tennett past the half-court line. Ben Wilder there to greet him. Now over to Lyon. Bittner to Jake Hilton. Hilton moving inside, trying to get around Stouter. Loses the ball, picks. Oh, now we got two guys tripping, and Bradshaw gets the ball back. Mason Hunt for three. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Stouter. Gets that one out to Polito. Now Wilder moving inside with the layup, no good. Tennett goes for the rebound, and Tennett gets run into by Dante Landis. So Tennett, actually it'll be Ryan Smith to inbound for Prescott. Second foul tonight called against Dante Landis. $1:40 left to go in the third stanza. Tennett setting up the offense for Prescott. Guarded by Wilder. Now Tennett moves inside through traffic. Oh! Wilder and Tennett hit the floor hard. Both of them are back up, but Ben Wilder going to get dinged for the foul. Man, oh man, I hope Bradshaw trainer Darren Blake has a lot of ice bags for those two, because both of them hit the floor hard. Prescott to inbound. Over to Hilton. Hilton through traffic, takes the shot, and Jake Hilton gets the good roll for two. 7 points tonight for Hilton, and it's a 10-point game, 38-28. Prescott trails. Wilder with the ball for Bradshaw. Over to Landis. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Flips that one over to Mike Polito, and the pass goes out of bounds off the hands of Mason Hunt. Ryan Smith to inbound for the Badgers. Gets it over to Tennett. On the inside to Bittner. Pass it to Hilton. Now to Tennett at the far corner. He moves inside through traffic. Loses the ball. Bittner gets it off the glass. No good. Bradshaw with it. Ben Wilder gets the pass over to Mason Hunt on the near side. Getting around Smith. Wilder to Hunt. 29 seconds left to go in the third. Wilder moving inside. Off the glass, no good, but the Wild Man gets fouled. Looks like it's going to be Micah Bittner who gets called for that foul. That will send Ben Wilder up to the free throw line. 6 points tonight for the Wild Man. Second foul tonight called against Prescott's Micah Bittner. Wilder misses on the first one. Ben Wilder, an all Grand Canyon region second team selection from last season. He connects on that one. 39-28. Bradshaw up by 11. 19 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Tennette with the ball for Prescott. Rome Bassett back to Tennette. Trying to get around Wilder. 5 seconds left. Tennette through traffic. Dishes it off to Hilton. Hilton tries to get the layup. No good. Wilder gets the ball. Horn sounds, and that will do it for the third quarter of play with our score. Bradshaw Mountain 39, Prescott 28. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back with quarter number 4 right after this.
Oil-filled radiator heater, bargain of the month priced $49.99, a savings of over $30. Keep your wild feather friends healthy with a 20-pound bag of multi-purpose bird seed or a 10-pound bag of sunflower seeds, your choice, $9.99 each. Prescott True Value, we are so much more than just a great hardware store, 846 Miller Valley Road in Prescott.
And we're back here at Prescott High School, Bradshaw Mountain High School, excuse me. John Rust with you here as we have some people making their way down the stands here, flinging Chick-fil-A sandwiches into the crowd, and thankfully none of them hit our camera, none of them hit our control boards here. 39-28 is our score. Bradshaw Mountain on top. By the way, folks, got a final score here for you. The Prescott boys soccer team with a 3-2 victory over Poston Butte. Also from earlier tonight, Bradshaw Mountain girls basketball, a 41-31 win over Prescott. Bradshaw Mountain looking for the sweep here as both the freshman and JV squads for the Bears won their games. Jumper by Hunt. That one is good! Mason Hunt cannot be stopped tonight. 20 points for Hunt, and it's 41-28 Bradshaw. Jake Hilton with the ball for Prescott. Bounce pass to Uriah Tennette. Tennette in the paint, through traffic, takes the shot, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Amari Lawrence. Now the pass, Jaden Blazik gets it over to Landis. And that one gets whistled down. And I think they're going to call the foul against Uriah Tennette, and that is going to be his 4th foul of the game. Up to the line for Bradshaw, Dante Landis, who has 6 points tonight. Looking for point number 7. He gets it. And it's 42-28, Bradshaw Mountain, as they just keep extending their lead. And a surprising shortage of offense for Prescott here tonight. In and out of the basket for Landis. And I guess a little mix-up there for Prescott, as now it will be Bradshaw Mountain to inbound. And Coach Travis Stedman is not happy with that call at all. I think just Badger Nation in general not happy with a lot of calls tonight. Lawrence moves inside in the paint. Lawrence running shot off balance, no good. Rebounded by Blazek, and Blazek off the glass for two. Jaden Blazek. First time we've seen him tonight, and he makes it 44-28 Bradshaw. Gall gets the shot, it's good, and Gall trips over Dante Landis. And it looks like Gall actually knocked down Landis. Gall made the basket, then tripped over Landis. That is the first field goal tonight for Zane Gall. Third foul tonight for Landis. Zane Gall up to the stripe for Prescott to make it a three-point play. Zane Gall just 5 points tonight. Misses on that one. Nice rebound there by Landis. Gets it over to Wilder. Long pass to Landis. Past the half-court line over to Hunt. Hunt double team. Bounces it over to Wilder. Pass to the inside to Landis. Landis with a shot. No good, but we're going to get a foul called against Prescott. I think that's going to be Rome Bassett. Dante Landis up to the free throw line. First shot no good by Landis. 6:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. 44-30 our score in favor of Bradshaw Mountain. That one is good by Landis. 8 points tonight for Landis, 45-30. Bears up by 15. Bassett with the ball for Prescott. Cooper Magnet at the baseline, taking the running shot off the rim, no good. Lawrence has the rebound, gets it over to Blazek. Mason Hunt. Over to Wilder. Wilder runs into the paint, dishes it off to Lawrence. Lawrence off the glass for two. Amari Lawrence. 47-30 Bradshaw. As they are in control of this game. Full timeout called by Prescott. Boy, oh boy, it has just not been Prescott's night. I think a lot of people were expecting a pretty close game here tonight, given how these two teams have been playing all season long. I was kind of hesitant of saying that, this is definitely going to be a close game, because every time I say that for Prescott and Bradshaw Mountain, it winds up being anything but. So 47-30 is our score. By the way, another final to bring you here, folks. Prescott girls soccer team down at Poston Butte. They pulled off a 4-0 win against them. So timeout over. Both teams back out on the floor. And well, folks, latest update from the national championship, 52-7 Georgia over TCU. Yeah, I think that game's over. For three, Prescott, no good. Cooper Magnet skips it off the rim. Hunt with it, guarded by Jake Hilton, over to Wilder. Back out to Hunt. Hunt moves inside, spins around to net. Off the glass, no good. Hunt gets his own rebound. Loose ball. Bodies on the floor. Jump ball, the call. As Dante Landis picks himself up. Ryan Smith into the ball game. Smith, who was also part of that Prescott football team that made it to the Elite Eight of State. To net. Trying to get around the defense. Moves inside. Off-balance shot, and it's good! Uriah Tenet able to get around the 6'9" sophomore Jaden Blazik for a basket. 47-32 our score. Bradshaw on top. Hunt for three. Off the rim, no good. And, Smith couldn't get the rebound. And putting it back is Dante Landis. 49-32 Bears. Gall takes a shot off the glass. No. Actually, I believe he did get it. Zane Gall gets the basket, also gets fouled. Jaden Blazik gets called for the foul. First shot by Gall. In and out of the basket. 49-34 our score. Badgers trail, 4.5 minutes remain in the game. Jaden Blazik double teamed. Now Lawrence for three. No good. Rebounded by Hunt. Hunt off the glass, and it's good. Mason Hunt. Mason Hunt continues to do Mason Hunt things as Tenet runs to the basket and puts it off the glass for two. Timeout called by Prescott. 51-36 is the score in favor of Bradshaw Mountain. 30-second timeout for Prescott. By the way, folks, for our regular listeners here at KYCA, if you think that name Jaden Blazik sounds familiar, then yes, he is the son of Embry-Riddle volleyball coach Jill Blazik, who, as you can imagine, is in attendance tonight. Not wearing an Embry-Riddle sweatshirt, but wearing a Bradshaw Mountain sweatshirt. And why not? Actually, Blazik, she coached the Bradshaw Mountain volleyball team for a few years before moving on to Embry-Riddle. First as their assistant coach, and then as their head coach, and has led the Lady Eagles to great success over there, including several appearances in the NAIA National Tournament. Hunt inbounds to Lawrence. Now over to Lawrence, back to Hunt. Long pass, almost intercepted by Cooper Magnet. The Wild Man has it. Into Lawrence. Lawrence off the glass, no good. Loose ball, and it's Hunt who comes up with it. Pass to Wilder, and the Wild Man off the glass for two. Ben Wilder. 9 points for Wilder. It's 53-36. Bradshaw in control of this one. 10 it up to the bucket, and count the basket, and also a foul against Bradshaw, as Coach Atkinson, not happy with that turn of events. Does a couple of jumping jacks there as he expresses himself. Fourth foul against Landis, as Uriah Tenet good on the three-point play. 53-39, Prescott trailing. Wilder with the ball, gets that one over to Lawrence. Long pass to Landis. To Lawrence. Gets the pass over to Wilder. 3:20 left to go in regulation. Landis moves in. Gets shouldered by Ryan Smith. Now Smith kind of having a football flashback there on that play, as the Bradshaw student section begins to start the buses chant. Mason Hunt to the line, looking to add to his point total tonight. Actually, correction, that was Dante Landis. Misses on that one. Tenet hovering around the arc, guarded by Wilder. Gets around Wilder. Now for three. It's good by Cooper Magnet. 53-42. Badgers trying to catch up, but time not on their side with under 3 minutes left to play, as Jake Hilton, a cross check there on Mason Hunt, and he will go to the line. And Mason Hunt connects. 23 points for Hunt. Got to be the shoes. I mean, look at those blinding fluorescent pink shoes. Man, they would light up the Mariana Trench. Hunt misses on that one. 54-42 Bradshaw. Tenet moving inside. Through traffic. Travel the call on Tenet. And Tenet not a fan of that call, as he mentions it to his coach, Travis Stedman. Bears with it. Wilder bounces that one over to Hunt. Hunt almost loses it. Over to Landis. Now back to Hunt. Hunt trying to get around Jake Hilton. Now into the paint. Oh, denied by Zane Gall as it goes out of bounds into the Bradshaw cheerleaders. Ooh. And it looked like Mason Hunt got a little hurt there, but he's still in the game. Now Wilder moves inside. The jumper. It's good! The Wild Man connects. 56-42 with 2:20 left to go in quarter number 4. Uriah Tenet has the ball for the Badgers. To Magnet. Magnet on the far side. Pass to Hilton. Moving to the baseline, guarded by Hunt. Hilton puts it up, no good. Fight for the rebound. And Bradshaw comes up with it. Amari Lawrence over to Wilder. $1:50 left to go in regulation. Hunt over to Caden Pena. Excuse me, Caden Reed, I mean. And we get a whistle on the play. Foul against Bradshaw Mountain. And that is going to be against Dante Landis. So he is done for this game. His 5th foul as Jaden Blazek comes in. But a pretty good night for Dante Landis with 10 points. As Bradshaw Mountain, well, they're a minute 48 away from remaining unbeaten in PowerPoint games as Uriah Tenet hits that free throw. And Uriah Tenet with 20 points tonight, as he is responsible for almost half of Prescott's point total as he hits that one. Lawrence with the ball for Bradshaw. Over to Wilder. Now Wilder moving into the paint. Dishes that one off to Blazek, and Blazek off the glass for 2. Jaden Blazek. The 6'9 sophomore makes it a 58-44 game for Bradshaw. Zane Gall with it to Uriah Tenet. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Tenet inside, through traffic, kicks it out to Magnet. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Magnet denied by Hunt. And Hunt reels in the ball for the Bears. Long pass. Now to Blazek. Blazek, try to get that pass over to Reed. And Reed unable to catch the ball before it goes out of bounds. Tenet lets the ball roll and finally picks it up around the logo. 1 minute left to go in regulation. Tenet moving inside, taking the shot off the glass, no good. And a block called against Bradshaw. And a call that Coach Atkinson does not agree with. Amari Lawrence picks up the foul. Third foul tonight called against Lawrence. And here's Uriah Tenet. And that's first free throw is good by Tenet. And the Bradshaw fans begin the na-na-na-na, hey-hey, goodbye song. Very short version of it as Tannett gets the good bounce. And Tannett coming out of the game for Prescott, along with Zane Gall. 54 ticks left to go in regulation. Blazek. And all by himself is Caden Reed for the dunk. Reed making it 60-46 Bradshaw with authority. As going to the basket there was Smith, who gets body checked. And now Ryan Smith will go up to the line. And that foul goes against Caden Reed, who just got the big dunk, and he is done for tonight, as that's his 5th foul. But with Bradshaw up 60-46 and 37 seconds left to go in the game, I don't think it really matters much. Ryan Smith connects on the first free throw. Second shot coming up for the senior Smith. In and out of the basket, rebounded by Pippi Brown. Brown tries to put it up, and he's stopped by Mason Hunt. But it looks like Hunt got a little too handsy on that one. Actually, they're calling the foul on Malachi Stevenson, as Pippi Brown connects on that one. And now we got James Giggy coming into the game. James Giggy, who during football season was named the Grand Canyon Region Defensive Player of the Year, having a great season for Bradshaw Mountain, who also had a great season on the gridiron. Battle for the ball. Jump ball called as Brown and Smith trying to rip that one away from Amari Lawrence. 60-48. Bradshaw Mountain on top. 32 seconds left to go in this game. And round 1 of this year's rivalry will be going to Bradshaw Mountain. Prescott will have a chance to redeem themselves against their rival on January 26th when these two teams meet under the dome. Hunt gets it over to Giggy. Now Stevenson flips it over to Amari Lawrence. Looks like Bradshaw just going to be content to hold on to this ball as Lawrence has it. Final seconds tick down, and that will do it for this game as Bradshaw Mountain gets the 60-48 win over Prescott. The Bears improve to 14-2 on the season. Prescott, meanwhile, they fall to 10-2. 23 points tonight for Bradshaw's Mason Hunt. 11 points for Ben Wilder, 10 points for Dante Landis. Meanwhile, for Prescott, $23 points for Uriah Tannett, 7 points for Zane Gall, and 7 points for Jake Hilton. Well, folks, that's going to do it for our broadcast of Prescott and Bradshaw Mountain basketball. Again, the final score tonight from Prescott Valley, Bradshaw Mountain 60, Prescott 48. Don't forget, these two teams will meet again January 26th at Prescott High School. KYCA will be there to broadcast that game for you. Meanwhile, for Scott Harker, CJ Siegfried, and Jason Zinzaletta, I'm John Rust saying good night, everybody.